Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. In The Striker today, we're looking at Kenya's two top stories. Number one, Babu Owino hints towards launching his own political party that he will use for his own, political campaigns and bargaining in 2027. I've always said in this particular platform that Babu Owino is a riddle in ODM and is one particular person who is very, very strong and who adds value to ODM, yet ODM takes him for granted. The second top story, it has to do with President Ruto actually cancelling the Adani deal as far as the management and the operation of Kentraco is concerned. Remember, a few weeks and a few months ago, we had the pro-government individuals or government supporters in the Kenya Kwanza administration actually supporting and convincing Kenyans why the Adani group has to be given an opportunity to over and operate services within the Kentraco. This came after actually the KKIA deal faced a lot of disputes, and Adani was flagged from Australia as having been involved in scams, etc. Now, before we dive into these two top stories, if you are new to this particular channel, kindly welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like, share and comment on our videos, and more importantly, turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in, thank you for your support. Wewe ni wa maana sana. Kindly remember to comment, like and share our videos. Now on to story number one. 2 days ago, Babu Owino actually hinted in his social media platforms that he's launching a political party that he will use for his 2027 campaigns and bargaining power. This post, he put it in Twitter, or in X and in Facebook, and the caption was very simple: mambo imechemuka hapa mbele. Like literally, things are boiling here, in the near future. Now, for me, it was how the Kenyans reacted to that particular post. People were telling Babu Owino, formation of your own political party is long overdue. This is what we have been waiting for. Move out of ODM. You are being misused in ODM. And as I've always said in this particular channel, Babu Owino is one of the most serious supporters and members of ODM that ODM has always taken for granted. When opportunities come in ODM, we have seen like Baba kind of sidelining, the youths in that particular group. And we have also seen like there's opportunities for appointment, but Babu Owino doesn't appear anywhere. And in the recent past, we have had Babu Owino speaking about, if the youths were not given an opportunity, we will take that opportunity by ourselves. And we also had him say sometimes back that once Baba goes to AU, is the one who is actually supposed to take over Baba. But in the turn of events, even when the ODM leadership actually changed, we realized that the deputy party leaders was given to the rights of Nasri Simbarati and Ototso. And even the party leadership was given to these Professor Anyang' Nyong'o. So literally, Babu Owino didn't actually feature anywhere. When we had even the likes of, Godfrey Ototso, being elevated to the position of a deputy party leader in ODM, yet, is not actually served in ODM for long. Remember, this is one person who was nominated with ANC and then now is an ODM senator, and all of a sudden he's been given a position. So from where I stand, Babu feels betrayed, and I think this is what has actually informed much of his political behavior in the recent past. So when you look at that particular poster that he put up, number one, there are no colors of ODM, a very clear indicator that I have nothing to do with ODM as far as my political career going forward is concerned. Number two, one you could expect is if Babu is still supporting Baba, we could have seen the photo of Baba at the background, but the only photo in that particular poster is the photo of Babu Owino, and the colors are very blue, and one could just guess and conclude that Babu Owino is starting his own political party, and this party has nothing to do with Baba and it has nothing to do with ODM. Then this one raises so many concerns on what happens of ODM. Is Babu's departure from ODM likely actually to shake the party? From where I stand is, the truth is, the departure of Babu Owino from ODM is likely to shake ODM very badly. In as much as they take Babu Owino for granted and even think maybe he's a child or he's a very young person, he doesn't have much influence, the truth of the matter is the youths in ODM actually resonate with the youths members of parliament in ODM. And Babu Owino is one of the most popular members of parliament, a very youthful leader in ODM. And from where we stand, the Kenyan youth already feels that Baba actually betrayed the Gen Zs by forming a broad-based government with Ruto. And therefore, when we have the likes of Babu Owino dissociating themselves with ODM, it's like Babu Owino has joined the Gen Z and the young people of this country, you know what, telling them, indeed, we have been betrayed and it's high time that we planned and organized ourselves. So I'm meant to understand, if Babu Owino leaves ODM today, is likely to leave with, and definitely will leave with, a lot of the young people who have been for a long time supporting Baba, and now they feel like they are betrayed. And I'm meant to understand Babu Owino is going to move out with most of those particular people. And you know, in the recent past, Babu Owino has been behaving in a way like, I don't want to imagine anything to do with ODM. We saw his stand during the impeachment of Gachagua. We saw his stand during the finance bill, you know, like literally Babu Owino has been like, me, I'm not there anymore. And then we also saw recently his photos surfacing in the internet where he's with Ndindi Nyoro, and perhaps this political party they are going to form with Ndindi Nyoro, who knows? And you know, that's going to be a very big blow to Baba, because that is going to be a Luo Kikuyu collaboration. And you know, for a long time ODM has been like an Luo thing in some parts of Western Kenya and the coastal part of Kenya. Now bringing the Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro together, I'm sure that is a ticket that can even give Baba himself some good stress, and you know, he would need some recalculations. So from where I stand, ODM is losing a very serious member, and for me actually I'm blaming them because they have taken Babu for granted for a long time. Baba seems not to see Babu's presence in that particular political party, and I'm meant to understand that it's high time actually Babu left, and so that they can be able to feel his contribution and value in that particular ODM. So that is all about ODM. And you know, what are your comments? What's your opinions? Do you think that actually Babu Owino leaving ODM, it is actually going to be to bring some shaky situation in ODM? Is Baba likely to lose his supporters? You know, can Babu actually command a following? You know, those my opinions, but I also need your opinions in the comment section below. To story number 2, actually, you know, few months ago when the Adani thing was trending in Kenya, we had so many leaders in Kenya Kwanza government coming out to defend the Adani deal. You know, the likes of Murkomen, the way they were defending the Adani deal, when it was the Adani group, when it was supposed to take over JKIA and operate it for 30 years, then give it back to Kenya. The funny thing is that actually even Baba supported the Adani group, and they said it's a good deal. Kenya, we cannot afford, you know, to renovate our JKIA, etc. You know, it was like, once the broad-based government was formed, even Baba himself decided now to support the Adani group, etc. But while the JKIA deal was ongoing and the dispute was there, you know, even the Kenya Airport Authority was saying, you know, this thing, we are not comfortable with it. Another deal was cooking and actually being completed without Kenyans knowing. Kenyans came to realize that actually Kentraco had been, you know, accepted, like, you know, Adani did it to operate Kentraco and supply electricity in Kenya. And you know, the way the president was going around and the members of parliament, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, drumming up for Adani, it was crazy. But now, in a turn of events, today the president wakes up and tells Kenyans, while addressing the state of the nation, that the Adani group and its deal in Kenya has been cancelled. you know, and he has to adhere to to the constitution of Kenya in terms of accountability, responsibility, and transparency, etc. You know, it has nothing to do with like the president has listened to the people, but it has everything to do with, you know, Adani deal. Number one, initially the Australia had flagged that particular group, and today in the morning what we saw was the New York, actually that is the USA, also flagging Adani for a corrupt and scam case in the US. So you can imagine if Adani can be able to scam the world superpower and developed countries like Australia, who is Kenya not to be scammed? I think that thing has hit President Ruto so differently, especially right now when he's losing popularity everywhere. I think what he thought could be, you know, he could do things the way he wants, I think he's realized, no, I'm likely to sell this country if I'm not very careful. And I think for him to stand today and tell us about cancelling the Adani thing, this is something that he could have done long time ago. And this thing is not going to change the Kenyan people, his attitude towards him as per the moment. Actually, I meant to understand that most Kenyans were waiting for Kentraco to go onto the trenches, and Kenya to go into the trenches, and then they would ask him, but you told us APCD. But anyway, today he has managed to salvage himself. Today he has managed actually to tell Kenyans that they have cancelled the deal. As to whether the Adani deal will retaliate or go to court, I don't know, because who knows the kind of deal that they had entered. Who knows, maybe their money, if there were some fines that were to be involved if the deal is cancelled, and maybe this may turn out to be an Adani heist. You know, you never know. Kenya, you normally have several sources of, you know, heists, and for a long time for a long time before we heard about an heist, and maybe this could be the Adani heist, where, you know, now there's the cancellation fee, there's the compensation fee, who knows. But all said and done, those are the top two stories today. What is your opinion? Do you think actually cancelling a Adani deal at this particular time changes Kenya's attitude towards President Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza government? What does it tell us actually about the government that we have? You know, Adani is something that Kenya had been warned about, and we went ahead, we involved them, and then we are cancelling it right now. What does it tell us about public participation and even listening to investigators and, you know, intelligence agencies? Comment down on the comment section below your opinions, and kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this particular video. See you next time with another interesting video. Ciao.